No way Sean McDermott just said this. He just called out a receiver in his press conference today. Hopefully this route pushes the receiver to play even better going into next year. Hello everybody, welcome to Bills Digest. I am your host, Anthony Senicar, and it is off-season time, and it is Combine Week, so you know what that means. Draft coverage, trade rumors, and free agency signings are just around the corner, so stay in touch here with all your latest Bills news at Bills Digest. There's only one issue. 72% of you guys who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, stay in touch here at Bills Digest for all your latest Bills news all off-season, because we got you guys covered wall to wall. Well, guys, it looks like Sean McDermott is looking to call out his receiver, Keon Coleman. Speaking to the media at the draft combine today, he said he had a lot of interesting comments about Keon's rookie year, and it seems like he is taking a public call out as a route to try and motivate Keon to have a very big second year. Let's take a look at the comments he said right here. I thought he had an up and down first season. I really do. I mentioned that after the year, I thought he got off to a start that built momentum through, and then he got injured, and from there on, it was rather rocky. He continued by saying, we're looking for him to learn from these moments of adversity and come back and have a really, really, really strong offseason and get himself going into the start of season 2 here. Now, continuing on, this next quote is very interesting and is what I perceive to believe Sean McDermott kind of pushing Keon to step it up a bit more. You have to stay urgent and you have to stay on the gas, or this league will eat you up. Whether you're a player, coach, whatever it is, and that takes a certain type of person with a certain type of drive, determination, and fire in their heart. It's going to be Keon's turn to show that he has that this off season. And based off of those words, it seems like Sean is trying to light a fire under Keon's ass, push him to be better. Let's not forget, there were tea leaves earlier in the season. Let's not forget, after that Seattle game, Josh said to the media, when Keon learns and understands what he has to do, he is great. It seems like Keon maybe thought it was going to be a lot easier going into this first season in the NFL. Obviously had a very big wake-up call. Even just looking at the season stats here, a bit underwhelming. Finished off the season, 29 receptions for 556 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 19.2 yards per reception on average. Again, take that for what it's worth. But something very interesting that I want to show you guys right here is the game logs. As the season progressed, up until that Tennessee and Seattle game, you could see they slowly worked Keon into the offense. Then he gets injured. He comes back and he just dwindles out of this offense completely. Obviously, we have the Patriots game where he had 10 targets, only 2 receptions. But again, that is with backup quarterbacks, so take that for what it's worth. But again, he did not get more than 1 reception other than the Jets game in the second last game of the season. He slowly dwindled himself out of this offense. And again, I think coming back from injury, his hand was not fully recovered after that hit from Jordan Poyer. And I think it really affected him. And I think it kind of hindered his end of his first year. I mean, look at the PFF grade. Obviously, you can kind of visually see here, he had that really good Titans game, really good Seattle game, was building a ton of momentum, looked like a key aspect of this offense, gets hit by Jordan Poyer, out for the rest of the game, and very much mediocre for the rest of the season. Again, Keon is an archetype and a build that the Bills want a receiver. They did not have it for years past. They thought Gabe Davis would develop into this. He did not, but they want a tall receiver who is very good at jump balls, who can be a separator at times, but if you toss it up with Josh, you got a 70 to 40 chance against a DB that your receiver is going to come down with it. Keon obviously had the big catch against Seattle with the one-handed catch, boom, right in, touchdown. Again, he showed flashes of it in the first half of the season, but again, like I said, dwindled out throughout the season. But based off of those comments that Sean said, it seems like Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott are very open-minded. They are not putting all their eggs in the Keon Coleman basket. They're expecting more of him, and I think behind closed doors, they have been trying to push Keon to take it more seriously, to get dialed into the season. And I think as the season progressed, you were starting to see them kind of peel him back a bit from the offense, give him a learning experience, and say, yo, figure out what you got to do. Learn this playbook front to back. We brought in Amari Cooper. Not as much pressure on you to understand your position where you need to be and take this as a learning curve for you. And I think Keon has fully accepted that role now. I think we're going to see a lot better Keon Coleman in year 2. I think a public call out, quote unquote, might even help even more. I think we're going to see a lot of off-season videos of Josh working out with Keon, with Shakir, with all these guys. I think we are getting back to the basics of off-season workout videos and off-season developing with your receivers, having Keon Coleman run into an archetype that the Bills want, putting him in a position in this offense to thrive, which is that of what you're good at. You're a jump ball guy. You can beat receivers when you need to. You're a good route runner. Become a very good route runner, and let's go become a number 1 receiver if you want to. And hey, if you become a high-end number 2 receiver, there is nothing wrong with that. But just taking everything together, going based off of these comments, Keon's production, and the skill set that Keon offers, I think the Bills will continue to be in the market for a receiver number 1. I don't think they're putting all the eggs into the Keon Coleman basket to become a number 1 receiver. I think they see him as a luxury and as a bonus to that of a number 1 receiver. Obviously, Shakir just signing that big contract, in my opinion, is still the number 1 receiver. But if you can find guys in different receiver positions that bring something different to the table, it is going to be very hard to guard Josh Allen and this Buffalo Bills offense. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts below. What are you guys expecting from Keon Coleman in year 2? What are your guys' opinion on Sean McDermott? His comments off of this press conference. Do you think this was a call out or just another press conference? In my opinion, it was kind of a sneaky comment and a sneaky push in the media to say, hey Keon, put your head down and keep on working. We are expecting a lot from you this season. As always, guys, please like and subscribe. We just crossed 100 subscribers. We're on the road to 200 now. We got you guys covered all off season. And again, it's Combine week, so we got all your latest Combine news here at Bills Digest. Please subscribe. And as always, guys, go Bills.